my wallpaper on my computer right now here in Big Sur. This is the Bixby Creek Bridge.
We're having to make a detour because the road down here is closed. We're on, what is it, State Highway 1?
Yeah, this is the Pacific Coastal Highway, and we're just slightly through Big Sur, and the GPS was telling us to turn around. We thought, oh, it was just trying to redirect us to a faster route, but I guess, I don't know, I guess there could be like a rock slide or something ahead, I don't know.
Turn back around and get on, I don't know, whatever road we need to get on.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go a long ways back to the 101. This is gonna be like a major setback, actually.
We'll miss out on some views for sure too, so that'll stink, but we'll get there.
My phone. So we're right here in Big Sur. We're gonna have to go all the way back around to get on the 101. Like back past Monterey, it looks like, or around Caramel. So we have to basically go back to where we started this morning. So we were talking to some bikers. I guess there might be some like rock slides or something up here. So they said the road's closed, but there was another guy behind us that said that his friend got through. So right now there's a tow truck and a van in front of us. So if they can do it, hopefully we can do it.
We'll see. Love you, Mom. We don't make it. It's been a good life.
And if not, we'll probably look like the Mini on the back of this truck.
Here's our possibly our last memory here.
Nah.
I think we'll be good, but we'll see what happens. How far up here did they say it was?
I don't know. Well, they're in an Audi behind us, so if they're braving it out, we should be okay.
Alright, I just love that there was a sign that said road closed, and it seems like nobody cares. So we just go straight around.
Oh, there's a Prius coming through.
Okay.
We're good.
But the other side.
If the Prius can do it, we can do it.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to miss this view. Come on now.
I mean, it is beautiful, and it is going to save us quite a bit of time.
Oh, yeah. There was a slide. There's a sign that said slide ahead. Slide ahead on that. We are on an adventure, so I guess we're seeing how adventurous we can get. So we're kind of beat-bopping along with this group of people in front of us in an Audi. No one actually really knows what's going on here, because there's signs that say rough road, and the initial sign said road was closed. Our GPS was trying to redirect us, but there's several people coming from the opposite direction, and we're not sure if they're also doing the same thing, like that sign says rough road, and they're getting up here to if there is a rock slide that has the road totally closed off. We're not sure if they're backing up and turning around, and the group of people ahead of us have tried flagging out some people to talk to them, but no one, I guess people are just confused. So hopefully that's a good thing, and the road is open. It's quite the adventure we're on here. There's potentially a slide right there. Looks like we're in good shape. So the people in the Jeep and the Audi that we're traveling with right now, none of us actually know what's going on ahead, and we're all just kind of lost. They're trying to get to like Santa Barbara, so You're like, if we get stuck, you guys are gonna have to pull us out. This turned into a real adventure.
Kind of nervous, but we're gonna survive. I mean, so far we've seen a little bit of rock slides, but nothing crazy. So hopefully there's nothing way ahead of us. Which I would think they would have closed the road closer to where the rock slide is, but I don't know how it works here.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's an adventure, a story to tell, as long as we survive it.
Hey, there's a minivan pulling a camper coming through, so hopefully that means we're good.
Hopefully so. I've not seen any of the... Hopefully these cars aren't just like turning around way up there, but...
It's so pretty out here though. We're just past Big Sur, and I mean, yeah, Carmel and Monterey, not quite as impressive as this. This definitely is a redeemer.
We're at a good point. I want to say now, this is the third time that Alan has ordered a shot of espresso at a coffee place. And every time it seems like he gets really frustrated with what he gets. And I keep trying to tell him what a shot of espresso is, but it doesn't seem to take. Alan, show him what you got. It's like the smallest cup. I tell him, Alan, and he keeps saying, oh, I want a shot of espresso and fill it up with milk.
Well, when we've been to Starbucks, you get a double shot or a espresso. You get one of these sizes with ice, you know? In the past, well, when we were at Pete's Coffee in San Francisco, I asked for it, and they had small, medium, and large, and they gave me the full-size cup with the ice in it and filled up the rest up with milk. And so it was like a full-size drink. Well, the next day I go in there and I ask for the same thing, and she says, well, the girl the day before said, yeah, it's 3 shots in there, is that okay? And then the second day I go in, she said, well, we don't have 3 shots, it's just 1 shot. And so I get another tiny cup like this. So it's always been like this 50-50 thing of whether or not I get a full-size cup or I get this little bitty thing. Until recently, now the tables have turned and it's more like 99% that I get the tiny cup. So no more
shots of espresso.
No more shots of espresso. I don't know what to ask for.
I think I'll make his next order for him. That's why I just order something I know, white chocolate mocha.
But used to, if I were to go to Starbucks, I would get, I think it was called a double shot espresso, and it was like a big cup, and they filled it up with milk, and it was great. And maybe sometimes I just don't get that. Sometimes well, most of the time I get this tiny cup now.
Does it taste good?
It's not bad. It's really not. It's pretty good. It's just, well, I'll be done with this in like 5 seconds.
All right, well, we'll get on the road. To see some elephant seals. We drove past them actually just a little bit ago, not realizing that they were actually here, but it looks like they're really huge. So we're about to come over here and see them. Oh, she's scratching.
They look like the rocks.
So we passed by them. I thought they were sand.
Yeah.
These things are so big. What if they're just laying there being so lazy? Oh, that one's about to move. Adult male.
So we just got back in the car after showing you the elephant seals. So we didn't know anything about sea lions or elephant seals or anything like that. And in the Coast Guard, I was on the East Coast, so I never saw anything like this. This is all new to me. It's just crazy. Like, we had no idea. We didn't plan to stop here or anything. We just saw a sign. And we happened to be here during their breeding and birthing season, I guess, in December. And it's just the coolest thing to stop and see something that big, because in video, you probably aren't going to be able to tell just how massive these things are. Like, the big males are literally like the size of like a small whale, probably. I mean, they're so big. We saw one of them coming in, It almost looks like they use their little trunk thing as like a snorkel. It's really cool.
Yeah, they move pretty slow on land from what we saw, but I'm sure in the water they're a lot faster. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even know that these things existed until, you know, an hour ago when we stopped to see these. And we almost missed them. Actually, we drove past them. And
we drove past them. They look like rocks or like humps of sand
yeah.
on the beach. Like you wouldn't even notice them if you were just driving down the road.
Yeah.
And they kind of sounded like they were snorting like a pig. It's kind of they do like this weird snort. Whereas the sea lions kind of like bark and growl like a dog.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Yeah. The mothers were very, very protective of their pups. There was like seagulls getting close and they would like growl at them.
Yeah, definitely one of the coolest things we've seen so far. I feel like we've seen a lot of really cool like wildlife, you know, marine stuff.
Wildlife, like marine wildlife wise, this was the coolest thing. And I think what made it more cool was that we're here as they're literally like having their pups. Like the pups that are there look very, very young. Like they probably just had them.
And so many of them. Like, I mean, the beach is filled with them, so it was really cool. Yeah. So now we just need to see a whale somewhere. And
yeah, our whole trip we've just been wanting to see a whale, and we've seen everything but a whale.
There's still a chance, though.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. All right, we're gonna get on the road, see what else we can find. So we're driving down the road, we see people stopped. We thought they were just taking a picture of cows, but turns out there were zebras out there. So what in the world? There's just a bunch of zebras out there running around with some cows. There were some cows out there too, so I don't know what kind of world we're in right now, but it is crazy for sure.
Weird. Weird.
So who knows what else we're gonna see, but probably some crazy stuff.
What you think?
We're at Neptunes Net. We're gonna see. We just got our food. Well, y'all, we got to our hotel tonight in Santa Monica as we, you know, thought we were supposed to, and pulled up, and the lady at the front desk told us that we didn't have check-in dates until Monday the 27th. Today's Sunday the 26th. So I said, well, ma'am, can you just add an extra night? We couldn't add another night to our stay. So we then began the journey of traveling around LA, find a place to stay. It's like the Bethlehem story, except we're not Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus is not on his way. But we found a room for cheap. Alan found it for us. Thank you, Alan. Providing us the room. He said it's this room or you can sleep in the car. So
should have chose the car.
Here's the room. So let's it's not bad actually. It's really, you know, looks like a nice room. Now
just let me explain this. If you've ever been in I don't know, if you've ever felt like maybe the air you were breathing was giving you cancer, it's a good room. That's the kind of room. And there was a few adult items, I guess you could call it, on the bed. Hairs of a sort. I mean, I gotta call it what it is. There was a few choice hairs on the bed sheets. I don't know what else to say. And the man at the window was very intoxicated, and well, he did give us the Wi-Fi password and a remote that he had to slide through the glass. So
yes, I've never been to a hotel where they hand you the remote through a glass.
With the batteries, the batteries are like scotch taped in the back of the remote. But this hotel is near the LAX, so that might tell you something. Anyway, it's our fault. It's actually my fault that we don't have our room booked for tonight. It's not the lady at the hotels. But anyway, that was totally my fault. I misbooked us by one day. So we definitely should have slept in the Mini though.
But you know what? It's okay because we are making such a great marriage so far. If we can make it through here, and we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a good.
Yeah, but if you don't get a video tomorrow, it's because our lungs just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah,
so
we'll survive. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to go around Santa Monica tomorrow and see some cool things.
Maybe.
So, it'll be good.
If we're alive.
We're gonna make it. It'll be fun.
Sure.
All right. So we'll see you tomorrow.